Hi y'all, and welcome to another Let's Chat Aqua Live, and I hope you guys are doing well this wonderful weekend and had a good start to your weekend. So anyways, shout out to everyone that's currently in the chat. Hold on a second while I adjust some stuff here. I wrote a whole new program to do this, so cool. Shout out, first to my awesome mod, Past the Dirt Road, Mike. I hope you're doing well. I know I did not get Craigslist murdered. Guy's pretty cool, but it was not as advertised. He posted a different picture, but I still took it anyways because it would work for what I need to do. So that was still worth it. So call out, shout out to Star Fire Spitter. That's a cool name. Sorry, I put my hand in front of my mouth there. See here, who else? Who else we look at? Charlie, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat, Tina. And Sphinx LOL, hey, how you doing, buddy? Keith Boardley, welcome, welcome. Glad to see you guys on board. Damien, welcome aboard too. Pet Sonic, how you doing? Austin, Aries, how you doing? Colorado, nice. I kind of like Denver. It's kind of weird, but I have friends in Denver and I had a layover there for a while, so I was meeting up some friends from the Wargaming channel. They watched my Wargaming channel. I was meeting up with them and we were hanging out in Denver. Denver was pretty cool. It was very white. I don't know. Is that the best way I could say it? White? I don't know. But yeah, it's a very, like, I don't know how you can explain it. But yeah. But Jalem11, welcome. I think I pronounced your name right. For the next group of things here, and that's right. Yeah, join our Facebook group if you haven't already. We talk a lot about aquariums and stuff like that. So anyways, we have a full boat this live chat. We have one Aqua Evo that got submitted in, and of course there's trivia. But first, of course, we're going to go ahead and answer questions and stuff. Oh, I had a topic I was going to talk about. That's right, plant more plants or get more plants or grow more plants, something like that. But the whole point in that is simply when you start a planted tank, you want to actually plant a lot of plants, okay? Because I'm seeing a lot of people like saying, no, they have a CO2 setup, they have high lighting, they're dosing or whatever, and they have 2 stems of plants in there. I'm like, what are you doing? That's not going to do anything. So, you got to start out big. Like, if you're going to start out big, then start out big. If you're going to start out big with the equipment, start out big with all the plants. Plant it out. Like, when you start chatting, it's much, much easier to plant the heck out of that tank than to just do it piecemeal. It really is easier if you just do it all at once. Plan out what you want. Just go on YouTube and look at people. Look at what they do. Look at what they're putting their tanks in. Do a little research about them. If you don't know what kind of plants they are, ask them. Or ask other people and say, hey, what is this guy using these tanks? Sorry, my cat's underneath whacking at me with her paws. What are you doing? Just being a brat. So yeah, that's what I highly suggest is, plant more plants, grow more plants. You just got to get in there and just dig in, especially when you start planting a tank. It makes it much more easier because you can see what's going on much quicker if you have a bunch of plants in there as opposed to 1 or 2 stems. Because you're not going to see much with 1 or 2 stems. You need that whole variety in there to understand what's going on in your tank. So, hi Martin K, welcome to the chat. AC Aqua, how you doing, buddy? I saw you over at S Whiskey's video, man. That's awesome. So as you guys have that, what do you guys call that stuff that he was eating for breakfast? This thing looks so good. I don't think it's healthy for me, but oh man, it looks so good. Welcome to chat, Hammy. So yeah. Then again, any question, comments you got, just post them below. And yeah, as what's going on, I think the best thing is for you to just plan out your planted tank and then get all the plants you need up front and then plant them all at once. Again, if you're starting new, get the hardier plants, the easier plants to grow. That doesn't take that much demand. But if you're into it, if you really want to accept the challenge, if you would, you go out and just go all out on it, which I see tons of people do. A lot of them who do that actually, just gain tons of knowledge and able to pick it up just right then and there, and they just make gorgeous tanks. Out of nowhere. They do the research way ahead of time, understand what they need to get, understand how to do it, and then just jump in. And usually that's the best way to do it for a lot of us anyways. Sometimes, yeah, sure, we might take a little time, but in the beginning, Best way to do it is just plant the crap out of your tank. That's the best advice I can give you for planting tanks. What's that mean? Have you checked out $280 fish in? Fish in? Oh, fish in. Sive. Hey, Fish Nerd Vlogs in the house. How you doing, buddy? It's my buddy, Fish Nerd Vlog. Welcome to the chat, Lindsay White. Hey, Loach Guy. Gotta plug this guy too. Loach Guy, he's my buddy from the Wargaming Era, Wargaming channel, and he has his own Aquarium channel, which I believe he's finally jumping into it again. That's right, H.E. Aqua, yeah. If you guys watch S Whiskey's video on his trip to Hawaii, he takes up this, he orders this thing called Loco Moco. It looks so freaking good. I'm just like salivating watching his video. But yeah, that's right. He travels alone a lot. It'd be really cool to meet up with him and talk to him about videos and stuff. I really like his style. It's really good. So, hey, Worlds Combined, welcome to the chat. How are you doing? All right, this new chat thing is working great. I like that. What's up, Dirt? Hey, buddy, snails and small white worms bad. Okay, let's see. Someone already asked a question. Nice. Check that question there. I said, hey, buddy, are snails and small white worms bad? I'm about 3 weeks into my first planted aquarium, and I went from 1 small snail to 5, and I know some small worms. My beta loves them. Yeah, the worms, don't worry about the worms. Your beta will just eat them up, and they're probably just from, I don't know, the soil or something. It happens. They come and go. So do snails. If the snails get annoying to you, what you can do is put a piece of lettuce in like a water bottle. Something like a water bottle. Ah! That was smart. Something like a water bottle. Poke some holes in it, you know, in the front here, and then just soak it in, put the lettuce in there. All the snails will go in there overnight, and you just take the bottle out and throw it away. Keep doing that until they're all gone. Or you get assassin snails, but then your tank's going to be full of assassin snails later on. But assassin snails kill those snails. So the other thing is you get a puffer, if you can fit a puffer in there, but I don't think a puffer is going to do well with your betta. Alright, so don't get a puffer. But puffers will eat up those snails. But yeah, the easiest way is just make a snail trap out of a bottle like this. A small bottle, big bottle, put a piece of lettuce in there. Now they'll all gravitate towards it overnight. And you just keep doing that until they're all gone. But yeah, snails is going to happen in a planted tank, no matter what. It happens. They hitchhike from the plants you buy. And sometimes people can't see them. So, fish in is a reputable research. Oh, I see. Is it talking about place? Ah, the Loach guy. Yeah. I need to go out your way, man. Hit some of those herp shows, and you can hit. And we can hit. Yeah, that'll be cool. Go up to Bishop. I'll take you up to Bishop. We're gonna travel up along Bishop up to Mammoth and then hit some of those lakes. A lot of good fishing spots there. Yeah, he goes some from pretty cool places. But then he's up north. I mean, I'm in LA, man. There's no places that look like that. It's all dry and deserty and everything dying around here. Jeez. Alright, Keith Bordy asks, what do I need to add back in the water if I'm using RO water? My local water is horrible and it has cost me 12 fish already. I'm going to switch to RO. Okay, RO, so what you want to do is GH boost it up a bit. Honestly, what I suggest is CChem, what is it called? CChem something. Oh my gosh, let me look. Hold on a second here. CChem, someone knows what it is, post it in the chat. I don't know why I was on CChem. Bio. Is it stability? Stability? No, that's not it. Hey, what's that thing you guys use to remineralize your water? Because that's what you have to do. You have to remineralize the RO water. So CChem. Remineralize. Someone will say it in the chat, I hope. Because I can't for the life of me remember what it is. Stability? It's a blue bottle? Equilibrium and stability. There we go. Those are the two. Show you the browser here. So stability, I think, is one of them. It boosts up your GH. That's what you need. The other one, though, everyone uses equilibrium. There's also a cheaper way to up your boost your GH, which is simply just get normal GH boosters from Aquarium. Aquarium fertilizers.com. And if you go to the R now, it's called Bars GH Booster. This right here, it's going to cost you $8. I think it's a pound of this stuff. But what it does is boost your water back up to the right parts that you need for the right GH or pH or whatever. But that's what you would use. Okay? I hope that helps. Hey, 54 Punchy, how you doing, kiddo? You need puffer snails? What are puffer snails? I have no clue what it is. Hey, Thomas Wiley, welcome to the chat. Oh, clown loach eats snails. Good point. So the loach guy says that clown loach eats snails, which is fine. But they also grow really, really big after a while. So it depends on how big your tank is, you know? Yeah, snails are not at the end of the world. I mean, I have tons of them all the time. I don't bother getting them out because they'll populate, they'll grow, there'll be a bunch, and you're like, whatever, and then they'll all disappear on you, and then they'll grow again. It's like a whole cycle and stuff. Yes, they do. Assassin snails, Austin Ari says, assassin snails look good. They actually do look good. They look really cool. But the problem is they multiply too, so. Pastor Dirt Rose says the Pictus keeps snail population in control as well. That's good to know. Okay, Fish Nerd Vlog says some of my newbies that are getting lighter yellow spots on the leaves. Why is that? Iron deficiency? And magnesium, I believe. I'll have to look that up, but I believe lighter yellow spots on leaves is magnesium. Not so much iron, I think it's magnesium. Okay, that's something I have to look at. Now, when it comes to nutrients, I have to look them up because there is no way I can remember all the scientific bobber stuff. It is magnesium. It might be magnesium deficiency, so you might want to add some magnesium to your tank. Go to Rotala Butterfly, and there is a calculator there. I'll show you. I just click the nutrient dosage calculator. How much you need to dose? Like if it's a 20 gallon, you can do yourself. Select a compound and then select the magnesium. I believe chloride is something you could use as dry dosing or a solution. And then you could adjust dose to reach a certain target. You want, I think, 20 milligrams, but it'll tell you then how much you will need to dose. Like here, it's telling me I need to add 5.93 grams of magnesium chloride to reach that yield. Right, so look it up. Look up how much magnesium is ideal for a planted tank at your size, and use the calculator and just calculate it. And based on how you're going to dose the magnesium, it'll tell you how much you're going to dose. Like if it says grams, you could just measure it with the weight. Sometimes it'll tell you how many measuring spoons, and sometimes it'll tell you how many milligrams based on like a syringe or something. Worlds Combined. I love the PhD on CO2. I wouldn't run the air stone while dosing CO2 because I thought it would gas off on the CO, start leaving the air stone on and start getting zapped. pH drop. Yeah, it is a very huge misconception that because you're going to run the air stone, you're going to lose. It doesn't work that way. All right, first of all, the air stone doesn't inject O2 into your tank. What it does is create surface agitation so that it promotes gas exchange. Nowhere in the bubble leaving your air stone to the top of the tank does it diffuse O2 in your tank. It just doesn't work that way. Okay, a lot of people misconcept that and think that that's what it does. It doesn't. The air stone only creates O2 on the tank because it's promoting surface agitation, right? And then again, they're two different levels, separate levels. Surface agitation. More CO2 does not equate to less O2. More O2 does not equate to less CO2. It's based on the pressure of your tank itself and based on those two measurements. They run totally different from each other. Lindsay White said, "Thank you. It is called equilibrium. That'll work." And stability. Low Sky says stability. At GH. Okay. Vishal, welcome to the chat. How you doing? Good to see you all here. Oh, Puffer's food snail. Got it. Yeah, Puffer's food snail is what I meant. Lovely. Ha. Buju 207. He asks, "Where's the best place to get aquarium stones and driftwood?" The best place I find it's just finding a really good fish store, a really big fish store, and I have a couple here that I found in California. I don't know where you're at, so it's going to be hard. Stones, you might be going to a stone yard and find some stones. Just make sure you research the stones and they're good for your tank, that they don't up your pH, because it's some rocks will up your pH or will shift your pH. Driftwood, I don't know. I always look online for driftwood, or again go to those big aquarium stores. They look good on there. Vishal asks, "Any tips on having good balanced planted tank?" Any tips on it? Yeah, just learn how to balance your tank. Right, I have a video on it. If you don't know, if you haven't watched that, go watch that, because I try to cover that and try to explain it better. But a good way to balance your tank is start with the lighting, adjust the CO2, and then the nutrients. I think that's the order you should go in, right? So if you're going to pump up the lighting, pump up the CO2 a little more, adjust the CO2, and then you kind of figure it that way. The problem is when you deal with a planted tank, it takes time. It doesn't happen right away. So you won't know until days later whether or not it worked or not. So that's one of those things. The Losh guy says he's collected driftwood from creeks and rivers. So yeah, so that's up to you too. You can go to creeks and rivers and collect them, but I don't know enough about actual driftwood to know whether or not it's right to put in your tank. I'm just used to, I don't know, buying them. That's already been, what do you call it? Manipulated for the tank. Because if you get Malaysian, I think it's called Malaysian driftwood. Is it Malaysian or Monopoly driftwood or whatever? And it's not covered, it's not coated. What it do is it'll start breaking down your tank, and you'll get all this mess. If you watch the King of DIY videos, maybe go back a few videos. He shows you his tanks where he has those driftwood in there. It's not coated, and it was just like breaking down his tank. And you'll see it doesn't harm the fish. It's just a lot to clean up. All right, let's see what else. What do you think about drop checkers? All right, ask Austin. Very says, what do you think about drop checkers for CO2? Are they accurate enough? Okay. Now I'm gonna cover this in one of the CO2 video series, but drop checkers work. The only problem with drop checkers is that they're giving you reading 2 hours ago. All right, so there's a delay. Okay, they do work, but by the time it turns really, really yellow, your fish might be already gasping for air. On the top of your tank. So are they accurate? Yes, they're just slow. Okay, but the science behind it works just fine. That's what it's doing. It's telling you the color, how much CO2 is in your tank based on the color. The quicker way to do it is measure your KH and your pH before the lights go. Well, first of all, measure your KH so you know a baseline of your KH. Then measure your pH in your tank, okay, before lights on, before the CO2 goes on, before lights go on. Measure that pH, okay? And then after the lights go on and the CO2 goes on, about midterm when it's high in its height of photosynthesis, do another pH reading, and you'll get a difference, right? And you take that difference and then you look at a chart. Shoot, I don't even know where my charts are with. Let me look here. There we go. All right. Oh, I don't think you can see this. There we go. So this is a CO2 chart. All right, based on your readings. So you take that KH reading, so you have a KH reading here. Okay, and then this is a horrible chart. Let me find the one that works. Where's the one that I used to use? Hold on, it's loading. There we go. This is a huge chart, but you look it up. Just look up CO2 chart. Okay? And what it is here is you have your KH, that reading I told you about, your baseline reading. Okay, suppose it's 7. Okay? Then you take your pH reading. Oh, my bad. My bad. Okay, take your KH rating and then take your pH reading after the lights go on, after CO2s go on. Okay, that's the third way. I thought there was a third way. So if your KH level is 7 and you look across your pH level is 7, then you're in the green zone. That means you're in optimal range. Okay? If you're in the red here, then that means it's very bad. You need to dial down your CO2. Okay, that is one way to measure it. The other way to measure it is this. Let me go back, and this is what I was talking about before. Sorry, I totally forgot about this. There was 3 ways to measure it. Measure your pH before lights on, before CO2 goes on. Then, after the CO2 and lights come on 2 hours later, measure pH again. And that difference in between the points is how much the pH is raised. Each point one that it's lowered means that you've raised 1 parts per million on 10 parts per million on CO2. Let me get this math right. Sorry about this. I think it's 5 parts per million. I have to check the math. You'll see it in the video. So basically what it is if you raise a point, it raises like a 0.50 on ppm, 0.50 on ppm, something like that. The whole point is like a 10 drop is the minimal. It's the maximum range you want. It's like the most efficient range. So if you measured before lights on, before CO2, you're at 6. Your pH is at 7.2. And then after you measure it and everything, and it drops down to 6.2, then you have the optimal range of CO2 in your tank, which is, I think, 50 ppms of CO2 in your tank. That's like the nice optimal range without killing your fish, and which is awesome for photosynthesis for your plants. So basically, I think it is 5 ppms per 0.1 drop on the pH meter. I will double check. I'll make sure on that video to make it more clear. I just don't have the research here, but that's usually how I do it. Is like, if I really need to find out, since I now have the Semi monitor, I just leave it open and I just check the chart, right? And I'm looking and I'm like, okay, when before lights on, it was at 7.35, and now it dropped to 7.1. So I'm getting about maybe 15 ppms of CO2 in my tank. I need to somehow figure out how to raise it. Either up the temperature, put the glass top back on, stuff like that, or just raise the bubble per second. But that's about right because I'm only doing about a couple bubbles per second with the glass top off, and my temperature's kind of hot because it's hot downstairs. So that's more accurate way, probably the best way to accurately and quickly measure your pH. It's not an exact science, but it'll give you a very good idea where you're at. So there's 3 ways. The drop checker, which works. It's just a long way of doing it. Measuring your pH and KH, and then judging it based on your pH rise or pH drop before the lights out and after your lights out. I hope that helped. Let's see. 54 Punchy said, you got your rocks from McDonald's parking lot. Okay. We'll go with that. Can pink light grow aquarium plants? I don't know. I don't know what kind of pink light you're talking about. If it's just a pink light, then no, it's just a light, pink light. You have to measure how much power rating it gives, how much of the spectrum it gives out and stuff like that. It just because it's a pink light doesn't mean that's going to be good for growing plants. I'm not sure what you mean by pink light. Okay. Worlds Combined said, boo on drop checkers to try it, so frustrated with them. Got a pH Pro, you'll be much happier. Yeah, pH, again, those drop checkers have a delay. They work, they just have a delay on it. Oh no. Neighborhood kids call you crazy fish lady? That's too funny. You know, Loach Guy, he says, is it me or does it smell like cat pee outside McDonald's? It always smells like cat peas in every McDonald's that I go to. I don't know why. It's disgusting. It's too funny. Alright, oops. But Jelmy 11 asks now, does lighting schedule really affect plant growth that much? Should I set my programmable LED light spectrum to what daylight spectrum is, or do I really need effective? Just keep your daylight spectrum daylight. Make sure it's full spectrum, okay? Your schedule does affect plant growth in the way that, like most things in this world, plants like consistency. So the more lights you give it per period of day, the more they grow. If less light you give them, the less they grow. I mean, it's just that simple. If you keep them on a schedule, then they'll consistently grow more healthier, right? So you got to simulate that cycle, you know, in your tank, which is important for pretty much any living thing out there, even us. We have a cycle that we live by, you know. If we like stay up all night and just sleep all day and stuff, it's not very healthy for us. Worlds Combined says 1 point drop. I go from 725 to 625 in Pro. That's perfect. You got the optimal range right there. That's like a 50 ppm pump from lights out to lights on. That's good. And again, as long as you keep those O2 levels up in your tank, your fish won't be gasping that much, honestly. Alright. Cool Kid asks, I've never run CO2 before. Should I run DIY system to get a hang of it and make sure it works well for me first? Go for it. DIY system is really easy to do and it's cheap to do. Well, yeah, it's cheap. I mean, you can get one going under 25 bucks. But then again, that's 25 bucks that could go toward your pressurized CO2 system. So that's up to you, you know, depending on how far you get. But if you want to try something, DIY system is a great way to go. Just remember DIY system, the CO2 you get out of it, it's not completely pure, it's not completely concentrated. So one, you can't really gas your fish that way. It's hard to, and you get to play around with CO2. So I always suggest DIY is a good way to go. And most people who start with DIY just jumps to pressurized system afterwards because they get tired of changing out the stupid mix all the time. So this is really cool. So let's put it here. Hopefully it'll still work. Yeah. So I wrote this program that actually queries you guys chatting and stuff. So like, cool kid, get a pressurized system. You will hate DIY, it's too inconsistent. So you know, Worlds Combined this and that. I click that and it goes up on the the chat right there and it highlights the chat. You know, and which I kind of agree with and I disagree with. I suggest if you never tried DIY, do it. But Worlds Combined is correct. It's very inconsistent after a while because the pressure, you lose the pressure after a while after it's running. So you have to keep adjusting the needle valve, right? And then you have to keep mixing the stupid mix, every 2 weeks. So, but anyways, I thought that was cool to show you guys what was going on behind the scenes there. Cats are awesome, but not that. No, cats are awesome. Are always awesome, like my cats. But then I like dogs too. So. All right, Michael Valpel asks, what century do you think would give me the best result for dry start method? Amazonia, ADA aqua soil. That's always the best bet. Regular soil, always the best bet. I think Tropica soil actually works too, only because I've been hearing that a lot from Brooklyn Hardscape, Kevin. He really stands by Tropica aqua soil. He and I don't like agree to a lot of things, but we're both aquascapers, and it's really fun to talk about stuff. But I love it because he doesn't say, you know, he's not an asshole about it. He's like, oh, I don't actually agree with that, and then blah, 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 we actually talk about it, you know. None of these weirdos that, you know, freaks out on you and say, oh my god, you're a Nazi. You know, just because you don't agree with them. Well, whatever. Nor, Shakin, Baros. Bahrain Ross? I bought a tank that comes with free pink colored LED beams with really bright pink. Just wondering if I need to change the lighting or keep it. I think you can keep it. What it sounds like is that you got a what you call it, a grow light with it. That's mainly spectrum red. It'll grow the Nubius, but then your tank's gonna look red. So what you can do is just, you know what? I don't know. It's beeswork. So I don't think, I thought it was a, sorry, I thought that was a metal highlight. I don't know what beeswork light gives you pink. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, there it is. Oh. Yeah, I don't think this does anything. It says promotes plant growth. But I need to research this a bit more. It only says it promotes plant growth, but beeswork like to say a lot of things that's not, you know, true. That's one of the reasons why I do not like beeswork. I would have to put it under a monitor and look at the light and see what it actually gives out. Just because it's pink doesn't mean that it's going to grow plants. See, nothing about it tells me about the spectrum that it's emitting. And that one I can't tell. I would have to look it up. I would have to research it. But I'm not going to spend money researching this. Anything from beeswork really, that unless I have to. Just not a huge fan of beeswork. Okay. Yeah, he's talking about this, Nick Shades. He's talking about this light here, right here, which tells you nothing about the power rating or the spectrum it's light. It tells you lumens, and it says it enhances color and promotes plant growth. It might enhance color, but I don't think it promotes plant growth. Mainly because it's beeswork. Beamers like to put a lot of claims on a lot of things about the lighting, but half of it's not even true. But anyways, that's my opinion. Only my opinion. Some people really like beeswork, but that's fine. Keith Bordeaux, do you recommend putting pressurized CO2 on a tank? Sure, why not? I do it. I mean, CO2 is CO2, pressurized or not. The size of the tank, again, doesn't matter. You just adjust the CO2. But then again, the setup matters, I guess. You don't want a huge 5-pound tank, CO2 tank, next to your 10-gallon tank, right? Or, you know, put it under. But you can go overboard with 10-gallon pressurized CO2 on a 10-gallon tank. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But again, all depends on what you got in your tank, what you're trying to grow, and what you're trying to do. All right, HC, have a good time at work, hopefully. All right. Pogo Stelmon Horrify, I love that. Hellfire, I love Pogo Stelmon. It's so fun. I have a 45 tall planted going to change the light. Looking at the Phoenix planet plus 24/7. Would this be a good choice? 24/7 is a really good choice. 45 gallon tall. Just get the right fixture, the right length of the fixture. You should do okay, pretty well in a 45 gallon tall. I don't know how tall is a 45 gallon tall. 45 gallon. Well, long here, but I don't have a tall. Where is it? Uh, 23 inches high. Wow, that tall. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's still decently well for 24/7. The other good option would be the Fluval Fresh and Planet 3.0. But I like the 24/7. I like Phoenix's products. You know, again, that's but I got like Fluval products too. My Fluvals 2.0s are awesome. They're really good lights. So, what's Kavai said? I try to run my 220 gallons without CO2. Plants just look dull. Dose fertilizer within a week of getting my CO2 going. The plants took off, color improved, and growth increased. Of course, because you're providing it with CO2. Now, without CO2, your plants will have a possible chance, if it's lacking in CO2, will start going yellow. That's one of the things. It will go yellow and grow smaller. Just like I said in my video, lack of CO2 will make leaves grow smaller because it's trying to increase the surface area for the stomatas to grab CO2 molecules. Hey guys, I want to add a medium piece of lava rock in my tank. Will it change my pH or other water parameters? Not lava rock. Nope. Lava rock is actually pretty inert and it won't change your pH. So go for it. And lava rock's actually really good for decorations because it'll help become part of the filter. Beneficial bacteria will grow in it. It'll help filter your tank. Yeah, that's a deep tank. If you really want to grow like high demand lighting, then you might probably get 2 strips just to make sure. But 24/7 should be able to handle moderate lighting, give moderate lighting to the substrate on a 23-inch tank. Fluval's finally making impressive lights. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, 23.5. Yeah, just like everyone said. It should give you like moderate decent lighting at 23 inches. But if you really want to grow high demanding plants, you probably have to get 2 strips. And this includes Fluval 3.0 too. But if I had to choose between the two, I would pick the 24/7 versus the 3.0. Oh, actually, I can hold on that. I don't know how wide the 3.0s are. I don't know if they changed the design on the 3.0s. But the 2.0s are a little wider. If you put 2 on a tank, it takes up room. The Phoenix 24/7s are pretty narrow. Nice small footprint. So, yeah, lava rocks are awesome. Yeah, I'm going to attach some Java moss and some ragtag to the lava rock. Awesome. That sounds like a good plan. Yeah. Worlds combined. That's what I use for my bio media. Lava rocks. It's cheap. It works wonderful, regardless of what everyone or some people are trying to say about it. They try to invent stuff that they don't agree with, just to make it sound like it doesn't work because they don't agree with it. Regardless of whether or not you agree with it, at the end of the day is whether the science agrees with it or not. And that's the thing. That's what makes me laugh about some of these people. So let's go ahead and do aqua evaluations. Boom. We actually have one submission in today for this live stream. So this is by Sphinx LOL. He should be in the chat right now. It's a 9-gallon Fluval Flex. Stock lighting, Echo Complete, dry start. He's doing a dry start method, obviously. Osmocote buried into the substrate. And stock. Okay, first off, I would also dose your water, your misting water, just to give some more nutrients in there because you're not using a nutrient-rich substrate. But this will work. Dose it with an all-in-one dose fertilizer in your misting water. So you're looking for recommendations on background plants and livestock. There's about 3 inches of room behind the stones. Here are the top 3 listed by order of preference. And let me go ahead and put that in because he submitted a very long thing here. So he's thinking about stargrass, Jumper trident in the back. I'm not sure how you're gonna plant that. You're gonna put it on a driftwood or something. That would look good. Honestly, I would think the trident would look good between the rocks, or maybe to the side, left or right of it. Betta. Oh, betta fish. Okay. Oh, sorry, I just skipped ahead. Helferi. Yeah, okay, those all look good. The stargrass would look nice. Are you going to plan to just do the whole back with stargrass? And Sapphirus? Yeah, it does. I mean, stem plants will help, but I mean, the way you have it planned out right now could be a like little mini ooey gooey style tank. So you could also try giant hair grass. That might look good. I'll give that stringy look. You want something easy. Hygrophilia, maybe some hygros. There's a lot of different kinds, but just find one that you like. Find some red ones. I think red temples you might be able to get away with. It's a small tank, so might be too big for that. Mayaka would be great for a small tank like that. But yeah, if any other suggestions, post them in the chat. Livestock, you're planning flame enders plus shrimp, cardinals plus shrimp. I guess, those are your choices. Betta, recommended for clean crew, compatible with betta. I don't know, you could try shrimp. If he leaves it alone, you should be good. See, I'm still on the fence about bettas and shrimp. I had a betta before with shrimp, didn't do anything to the shrimp. But some people say they eat the shrimp, so I'm assuming if it's not big enough, they won't eat it in the mouth. But some people are saying, yeah, they tear it apart, so I don't know. But I would like the flame enders and shrimp. That'd be a fun tank. Flame enders and shrimp. Try to go get some Rotalia, get some red in that tank. That'll really bring out some of the flame enders colors. Yeah, that's what I would suggest. Yeah, so what are your other suggestions, people, in the chat? Let's see if you have any suggestions on that. Fishing Vlog, take care. Happy school working. Pastor Will said, so you would add some dragon tongue to it? Alright, interesting choice. Yeah, giant hair grass. I like giant hair grass. It gives that stringy, back look, so that kind of breaks up the monotony in the tank. You're trying to fill in the void in the back. Okay, to cover it up. Yeah, any stem plant would go. Mayaka would go in a little small tank. Like you said, dwarf hair grass would be good, or just regular dwarf hair grass won't grow that long. So you have to get giant dwarf hair grass and then trim it. Rochalia would look good. Give it some red. So get a bunch of that. Get 2, 3. I mean, 3 types of plant would look good. A 4th one would really fill it in. The 4th one, something easy. Wisteria might be a little too big for that tank. So Kambamba maybe. Some green Kambamba might look good in the center there. Again, it's a small tank, so 4 types of stem plants will fill that back up really quick. Yeah, but that's what I would suggest. I don't think dwarf hairgrass grows from the trimmings. You'll have to tear it. It's a runner. It sends out runners, so you have to pull the whole plant out, the roots in itself. Yeah, like Dirt Road said, past Dirt Road, my ghosts and Amanos do good with my bettas. 6LOL says, make some bushy trident mid-ground with cyphers for the background. That'll work too. Again, it's really hard to plan. See, when I plan a tank that usually needs dry start method, I already have it all thought out in the beginning, which doesn't always turn it out the way I want it to. But when I do dry start method, you kind of have a method to your madness to go with DSM before you know. It's kind of not like a do it and then go and see what else I can do kind of thing. I don't know. Because once you dry start the grass and everything, it's kind of set. Right? Unless you tear the whole tank apart. And all that hard work and all that waiting apart. Then you kind of have to plan ahead. Like, yeah, Kuko said, depends on the beta. Mine is super docile. Alright, Nick Saints, have a good time. Alright, 54 Punchy, take care. Hope you see you later. It's only, okay, it's only 11 inches from subject to top. Okay, so just try those. You should be fine. Just give it a try, I think. The best thing is just look around. Stargrass would be nice. Let's mix it up with some mica, because mica's like fuzzy. And Rotalia will give you some of that red, the red Rotalias. The normal red Rotalias. And then, and regular Rotalias will still look good too, yeah. So, yeah, there you have it. Double check here. Okay. Okay. Alright. So, are you guys ready for some trivia? Is it trivia time for you guys? What do you think, guys? Oh, Racing's on board. How you doing, buddy? He doesn't ask Petite, Nana, or Pygmy Swords for up front. I'm not sure. You can plant the Pygmy Swords haphazardly, like randomly, after your carpet grows in. But it looks like you have a nudius already in there. So, I think that's what it is in the middle right here. Shoot, I forgot how to do my drawing. But you see my mouse, yeah, right in the middle there. I think that's Anubius right there. So. Pastor Rose says purple on the dragon tongue would make the color on the flames pop really well. Yeah, that would look good. Does purple dragon tongue, or does dragon tongue actually grow purple after it's been submersed? Always wondered about that. So does it last? Mike, let me know. Yeah, dragon tongues are pretty cool. I just always wondered if I should get it because I'm not sure if it's going to stay purple once you put it in the water. But I was really hoping to do a betta plus shrimp, but I was turned off from doing some reason. Honestly, I never had a problem with my betta and shrimps. A lot of people I talked to didn't have a problem with the betta and shrimps, but a lot of people I talked to had a problem with the bettas and shrimps. So there's a chance you got to take. It really depends on the betta. They're so personable. They all have their own personalities, so. All right. Okay, cool. What else? Do we have anything else? Only next. All right. Lindsay says, let's do trivia. Let's do trivia. Here we go. Trivia time. Da, 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 do, 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 do. Oh, let me do it. Here we go. Welcome to the segment. Okay, like I said, ignore that intro. It's an old intro. Let me switch over to my trivia window. Okay, so this is how it works for those guys that wasn't with us last week. There's a new, I revamped it, made it more automated. So this is what I do. You know, when the question is posted or on the screen, you answer with pound and then your answer. If it's, you know, a multiple choice A, B, C, D, or E, you do pound and then your answer. So if it's C, pound C. If it's true or false, it's either pound T or pound F. Okay, the pound sign. Okay, if it's a right answer, you have to do pound and then type in your answer. Okay, it's that simple. Each one is timed, and you'll see a timer. I'm about 10 seconds lagged the last time I checked, so I have 10 seconds on the clock, and then normal regular questions you get 20 seconds to answer. Well, yeah, 20 seconds. Speed rounds, you get 10 seconds. So what I will do is, when there's 30 seconds for regular questions, I'll close it up for any additional answers. You'll see it on the chat screen when it says it's open for answers and then closed for answers. Okay. For speed rounds, I'll tally up the questions at 20 seconds. Okay. Current champion is past the dirt road from last week. He actually went past 54 punch by 1 point, but you see the all-time standings right there. We've only done it once so far. I mean, I had to reset everything. Okay, so here's how it works. 20 questions for today. First 5 questions is about fish or aquarium hobby. Next 5 questions are identify me questions. There you will see a picture and you have to identify the type of fish. The next 5 questions after that is, I think, about dogs. Okay, they're just regular dog questions. And then the last 5 questions is the speed round questions. Again, you got, did I say 20 seconds? 10, yeah, 20 seconds from, you know, the time I post the question, the clock counts down. You should see the question by the 10th second, and you'll have 10 seconds to answer that question, okay? It depends on how good your internet connection is. Okay, they're all typing questions, and they're superheroes and villains, one of my questions, okay? It's really easy. Here we go. Loading the first questions. Hold on a second. Before we do that, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Loading question. Okay, true or false? Worth 1 point. Most fish can survive for a couple of days without feeding. True or false? Timer is going. Okay, you should be seeing the questions right about now. Okay, so pound T or pound F? True or false? Most fish can survive for a couple of days without feeding. Okay, tallying up the questions. All right, that is true. Most fish can go for a few days without feeding. It is, however, a good thing to feed them on a schedule to reduce stress and diseases. I thought I'd throw a very simple one at you guys for right now. Just to start out. Man, you guys got long usernames. I thought it was supposed to cut off your username, so I had to figure out why it's not doing that. Actually, let me... Oops. Hopefully you guys are still on board. Let me see what's going on here. Let me fix this really fast. Sorry, you guys are my guinea pigs. Fixing up the code here. So, yeah, guys. This is the matrix. This is what coders see every day. Right? That's what I see every day. That's code. So, have that open just in case I need to make changes. So hopefully that'll fix it. Alright, loading next question. Alright. This is worth 1 point. The discus is what type of fish? Timer's going. You should be seeing the question right about now. A, invertebrate. B, crustaceans. C, annabitid. Oh, I can't even pronounce that. D, a cichlid. Or E, a characin. Alright. Tallying. Now. Alright. The correct answer was D, cichlid. The discus is a genus of cichlids native to the Amazon River basin in South America. They are sometimes referred to as the pompadour fish. Love discus, one of my favorites. Can't wait to someday start my discus tank. That 120 gallons, itching for a rebuild sooner or later. Yeah, so here we go. Next question, guys. Question number 3. Load next question. Okay, worth 1 point. Multiple choice. What is a good ammonia reading for your aquarium water? Okay, what is a good ammonia reading for your aquarium water? You should be seeing the answer right about now. Okay, so is it A, 0 ppms, B, 15 ppms, 25 ppms, 50 ppms, or 100 ppms? Alright, closing. Tallying. Now. And guys, you gotta remember, make sure before you answer, okay? Because if you pound something wrong, it'll take it as your answer. It'll only take that answer. It won't take an answer, you know, it won't take another answer after that. So your first answer counts. Okay, that's how the system is written, okay? The correct answer is A, 0 ppm. You do not want any ammonia readings whatsoever. If you do, Ammonia reading should always be close to 0 as possible. If it's more, you should check your filter, your aquarium for anything that might be out of source. Okay, so something might be off if you're getting some kind of ammonia readings. It's not the end of the world if it's just a few, but if it's a lot, you're in trouble. Okay? No, Tina, don't worry about it. Yeah, I just want to make sure you get your point. You got the right answer, you just kind of typed it in wrong. So, yeah. Alright, loading next question. Alright, this is worth 2 points. What does BPS stand for in a CU2 setup? Alright, timer's going. You guys should be seeing the question right about now. Okay, is it A, bubbles per segment, B, blips per second, C, bubbles per segue, D, bonks pat song, or E, bubbles per second? Okay, what does BPS stand for in a CO2 tank setup, or CO2 setup? Sorry, burps per second. Yes, blurps per second. Blurps, buddy, blurps. Oh, tallying. Oh, timer went on longer than pop. I was watching the chat, so... Damn, Jeff, it's distracting me. BPS stands for bubbles per second. BPS calculations are different for each aquarium, and depending on the efficiency of diffusion and a number of the parameters. For this reason, it is recommended to start at 1 BPS and adjust from there. My cat is being mean. Stop it! What are you doing? Okay, loading next question. And true or false, this is worth 1 point. What watts measure the amount of color the lighting fixture outputs? True or false? Okay, watts measure the amount of color the lighting fixture outputs. Now you should be seeing the questions right about now. Yeah, D does sound like a faux flavor, a fa flavor, fa. Okay, coming close in 3, 2, 1, tallying votes. Welcome, Well Streaks. We're in the middle of our trivia, so welcome aboard, buddy. Okay, the correct answer is false. Watts or wattages measure the amount of energy to power the lighting fixture. It has no bearing on the intensity or quality of light. If you didn't know that, you better go watch my lighting series. So go now and watch the lighting series video, because you have more important things to worry about than chat trivia. Okay, cool. All right, take care, Jeff. I'll talk to you later, buddy. Okay, so the next 5 questions. We're on to the next 5 questions. Remember, next 5 questions is identify me. Basically, multiple choice of what type of fish you're seeing on the screen. So here we go. Loading next question. Boom. Identify me. What kind of fancy goldfish am I? This is worth 2 points. A. And you should be seeing the question right about now. I'm a panda butterfly. I'm a black and white oranda. I'm a cowfish. I'm a black sheep goldfish. I'm a black spotted lionhead. What kind of fancy goldfish am I? What kind of fancy goldfish am I? Panda butterfly, black and white oranda, and tallying votes now. Wow. Amazing. You guys got that all wrong. It's actually a panda butterfly. It's a panda butterfly goldfish, also known as the panda moor. They look like black and white versions of black moors. The ideal coloration is panda-like coloring, black eyes and black back fins, and white everywhere else. So it is a panda butterfly. You guys were saying black and white orandas, which orandas have the bulby heads, the bubbly heads. So it's not a Miranda, but good try, guys. Did anyone get that one right? I gotta write a tally that says who got it right and stuff. So good try though. That's why it's worth 2 points. I thought it might be worth 2 points. These questions are. All right, loading next questions. Question. Multiple choice. What kind of tetra am I? Okay, very simple. What kind of tetra am I? Worth 2 points. You guys should be seeing the question right now around the screen. All right. I am a green neon. I am a cardinal. I'm a black neon. I'm a striped neon. I am a Congo. Okay, what kind of tetra am I? What kind of tetra am I? All right, closing the tally now. It is actually, guys, a black neon, but it is very strange that you guys are saying, a lot of you guys are saying it was a green neon. is actually a black neon. Close. Not. I'm curious in seeing how close the black neon, green neon looks to a black neon. Okay, loading next question. Yeah, but black neons have green stripes as far as I remember. What kind of pleco am I? And that's broken. Alright, ignore that. Ignore that. We're going to have to go without that. I don't know why the picture is not showing up. Ignore that one. Okay. That was actually a picture of a vampire pleco. I'm not sure why the picture's not showing up. I must have misloading it up. Alright, loading next question. Identify me. I'm a cichlid. What's my common name? Okay, it's worth 2 points. Okay, you guys should be seeing the question now on chat or on the video. I'm electric blue. I'm a ram. I'm a humphead. I'm a pistogramma. I'm a tropheus. What kind of cichlid am I? Okay, closing. Answers. Tally now. 3, 2, 1. I am a humphead cichlid. A humphead cichlid is known as this Fantosa. I got the Fantosa right, I think. And is a species of fish from the cichlid family, endemic to Lake Tanganyika in East Africa. Yeah, make sure you put the pound and then the answer. Welsh. I know you got here late, so you didn't get the instructions, but that's how the answers get registered. Okay, loading next question. This is question 10. So last identification. Identify me. Okay, identify me. What kind of deep sea creature am I? Okay, what kind of deep sea creature am I? And you should be seeing this on the screen right about now. So timer started 20 seconds countdown. What kind of deep sea creature am I? A blobfish, a coffin fish, a blobfish, kingfish. I don't exist. Shoot. I think I messed that one up, guys. But I think I also give you the answer, though. The question is blobfish. Okay, I have to go and fix the points now because the right question was A. And I had blobfish, I think, as D as well. Did anyone actually pick D? Oh, no. Okay, so that made it easy. No one picked D. Alright, cool. Again, I gotta watch myself when I do these. Yeah. Alright, any dog lovers out there, guys? So the next 5 questions are about dogs. So for all you dog lovers out there, let's see if you know your dogs. Cool Kid's running right now. He's on the top running right now. Austin Aries is and Martin K and Past the Dirt Road and Sphinx LOL. It's catching up though, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, this is real, guys. This is getting pretty real here. All right, let's go. Learning next questions. All about doggies. Puppies are delivered how many weeks after conception? This is worth 3 points. Puppies are delivered how many weeks after conception? And the timer starts at 10 now, and you guys should be seeing this right about now. Okay. Looks like the X. Oh yeah, it does look like the X. Alright, so puppies are delivered how many weeks after conception? Alright, tallying up questions now. Boom. Okay, dogs are pregnant for about 63 days, which is 9 weeks, which is measured from the day that they ovulate, released from the eggs, to the day that the puppies are born. Like people, dogs are pregnant for 3 trimesters, each about 21 days long. Okay? I think Jordan and Tina is late on that. Alright, I think I'm going to up the time to 35. Alright, because I want to up the time an extra 5 seconds because the lag for some people is pretty bad, I guess. Why does Brett have an unfair advantage? Who's Brett? Why does Brett have an unfair advantage and who is Brett? I don't know who Brett is. Alright, loading next question. Alright, All right, what is the name of the dog on the front of the Cracker Jack box? This is worth 4 points, guys, because this you guys gotta come from memory or something, unless you're old age like me. But you guys should be seeing this on your screen right now. What is the name of the dog in front of the Cracker Jack box? We're gonna close this at when the timer hits 35. What is the name of the dog in front of the Cracker Jack box? Okay. All right. Closing answers in 5 seconds. All right, and tallying up answers. Boom. Cracker Jack mascot Sailor Jack and his dog Bingo was introduced as early as 1916 and registered as a trademark in 1919. Sailor Jack was modeled after Robert Ruckham, grandson of Frederick. So his name was Bingo. Yep, Jack's the kid. Bingo's the dog. Mike, you just wasted 4 points on that confusion there. Yeah, Martin K, you just jumped on that with that guess there. That's too funny. Loading next question. What is the dog's most highly developed senses? This is only worth 1 point. What is the dog's most highly developed senses? Oh, Brett. Okay, I see. Should we give him like a dishandicap? Brett gets a dishandicap. He could probably tell me if I'm right or wrong. I get most of these questions off of Google because I'm not an expert on dogs. So, all right. What is the dog's most highly developed sense? All right. Closing answers in now. Tallying. All right. Smell. C. If you answer C, you are correct. Dog sense of smell overpowers their own by orders of magnitude. It's 10,000 times, 100,000 times as accurate. Put another way, dogs can detect some odors in parts per trillion. We might notice if our coffee has a teaspoon of sugar added to it. A dog could detect a teaspoon of sugar in 1 million gallons of water, or 2 Olympic-sized pools worth. 2 Olympic-sized pool worth of water, or 2 Olympic-sized pools worth of sugar. Because I think us humans could spot sugar, that amount of sugar, of 2 Olympic-sized pools worth of sugar, more than a dog can. Unless it's in the dark. But anyways, all right, here we go. Go to the next question. Which dog breed has a black tongue? All right. Which dog breed has a black tongue? And you should be seeing this question on your screen right about now. Yeah. Okay. Which dog breed has a black tongue? It's worth 2 points. Because we're talking about breeds here. Some people might not know, but it looks like a lot of you guys know. Here I am giving out the answer, but then you guys won't get the answer until I tally up the question because of the delay. But that's okay. Tally up questions now. Boom. Okay. Hold on a second. Why is this loading? Load. Why is this loading? There we go. Sorry, there was a delay there. Okay, yeah, the breed is Chow Chow. It has a black tongue. The origin of the Chow's black tongue is a mystery. We don't know how, why they came to have it. We do know that Chow is not the only breed with the blue-black tongue. The Chinese Shar-Pei shares the trait as well. I think Brett could confirm if it's a mystery or not. Do you know, Brett? That'd be interesting. Do you know? Oh, labs can get black spots? Oh, that's cool. But not a complete black tongue, right? I know there's a couple of other breeds out there that have black tongues. Because I know, I see them like, oh, cool, he has a black tongue. So, all right, loading the last question of the dog questions here. Loading next question. Dalmatians are born with spots. It's worth 2 points. True or false? Dalmatians are born with spots. I love chows. Chows are so pretty. Dalmatians are born with black spots. Or born with spots. Okay, tallying in 3, 2, 1. All right, and the question is false. Dalmatians are born white. Their spots come in later. So good one on that one. That was, I think, a freebie there. So, you don't trust chows? Yeah, I don't know. But chows could be, I don't know. I know my chow didn't like cats. So he kept going after my cat, so I had to get rid of that chow. I mean, I found him. He was kind of a rescue, but he went after my cats. My brother liked cats back then, so I couldn't have the chow. But he was really cool. Okay, so here's what it is. We are in the speed round. I will cut off the questions. These are all type-in questions. I will cut off the questions at the timer when it says 25. I think that's fair. 25 for speed round instead of the original 20. I was going to say 25. You're typing questions, so sorry guys, you got to learn how to spell. And this is all heroes and superheroes and supervillains. Okay? So right now, current lead spot, again, now is Mike. Mike, you got to stop this. You can't keep leading like this. Sphinx LOL is tied with Mike. Okay? And we have Chasing Their Tails and Martin K, Cool Kid, and Austin. Okay? So you guys, you guys still catch up because these are worth 3 to 5 points each. Okay? Spelling counts. Sorry, guys. Spelling does count. So here we go. Loading the first question. This is like a what am I type of thing. Superheroes and villains. Lightning round. King of an African country, source of priceless metals. Which superhero am I? Okay, you should be seeing the question right now. 15 seconds on the clock. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds left. And tallying. Sometimes, some days, tallying. Alright, it is the Black Panther. The correct answer is Black Panther. Black Panther was a comic strip superhero created for Marvel Comics, written by Stan Lee and artist Jack Kirby. The character first appeared in Fantastic Four number 52 in July 1966. So there's some little fun facts for you, but it is the Black Panther. Nice, that was 4 points on you guys there. It looks like Past the Dirt Road and Sphinx LOL is still neck and neck. Some of you guys have to knock them down. Okay, next lightning round question. What am I? Superhero. Lightning round. I am a raven hair princess of an island of the Amazons. Worth 3 points. 3 points. You guys should be seeing this on your screen right now. Okay, you got 15 seconds to go. Oh, 5 seconds to go. 22, 23, 24. Tallying votes. Wow, that one went quick. That one did win quick. I tallied pretty quick on that one there. So we have Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was first appeared in the backup story of All-Star Comics number 8, December 1941, before receiving fuller treatment to Sensational Comics number 1, January 1942, and Wonder Woman number 1 in June 1942. So, little tidbit there for you. Looks like Past the Road and Sphinx LOL got knocked off their high horses. Well, actually, he's riding the same horse as you now, Austin. Yeah, so remember, this is a lightning round. This is going to be quick. So hopefully the stream catches up. Yeah, that's the problem I hate about the trivia is that you do speed. It's the problem there. Storm might have been. Not sure too about Storm. Probably should have worded it better. But she's not Raven Hair. Sphinx LOL. She's not Raven Hair. Alright, loading next question. This is worth 4 points. Lightning round. I'm the college love of a blind devil. Allied to the hand, a cult of ninjas. This is a little harder. This one's worth 4 points. Alright, so you guys should be seeing this 5 seconds ago. Counting down. 5 more seconds. And closing and tallying. All right, that one I think you guys paused there. I think a lot of you guys went and Googled it, huh? Maybe just a little bit. There was a big pause there, but this is Electra. Now the question is, did you spell it right? Sphinx LOL spelled it right. Nice, dude. Nice. I think Sphinx LOL has a advantage too. I think he is a comic book fan. I think, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah. All right. This is the okay. Second to the last question, 19. All right, here we go. Okay, next question. Still can catch up. Lightning round with 4 points. I'm the eater of worlds. I send my heralds to seek my meals. This should be easy to most of you, I think. If you've seen those movies, all right, you should be seeing it on your screen right now. 10 seconds left. All right. Tallying questions now. Oh, wow. None of you guys got that one. Wow. He's a world eater. He sends his heralds, like Silver Surfer, out to find the planets for him to devour. Good try, guys, but it's Galactus, the famed devourer of worlds in the Marvel Universe. His powers are nearly omnipotent. He uses energy from the core of the planets and universal sources to sustain himself. I'll secret my medals. Oh. Meals. Meals. It's meals. Medals. Meals. Our last question, guys, and this is worth 5 points. This is a question. I think this might be really hard too. So I'm gonna go up to 30 seconds on this one. Okay? Now load next question. Here we go. Lightning round. I am of hell, shunned by heaven. I train my soul to see my wife Wanda one last time. Okay, we got until 30 seconds on this one. You should be seeing this on your screen now. It's worth 5 points. Unless you're a super duper comic geek like I am, most people don't know this comic book hero but know of him, mainly. Okay? Alright, I gave you guys extra 5 seconds. And tally now. Alright. It is Spawn. You guys get it. I guess it was easier than I thought. Al Simmons, the man that is Spawn, was sent to hell because of his life as an assassin. After arranging a deal with the being known as Melbolga, Simon agrees to become a Hellspawn in exchange for being allowed to see his wife, Wanda Blake, one last time. Okay? Yeah, it is an awesome comic, but this is one of my favorites. Spawn is awesome, man. Seriously. But trivia is now over. Thank you for playing, guys. So, it looks like our champion this week is Sphinx LOL. Alright, so he just kicked past the dirt road, off his throne, off his high horse. But hey, he still came in second past the road. He came in second with Austin. So that's good. Cool Kid coming in fourth. And Lindsay White coming in fifth. And then everyone else, well, you know, you're up there. Martin K, Racing. Wow, man. You did pretty good. Tina, you still last, but I think it has to do with your lag there. I don't know what else to do about fixing lag. That's the problem. So, anyways, you can't believe that blobfish. Yeah, it's a blobfish. For some reason, I put his answer in twice. I don't know why I did that. So, yeah, not on top. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, Jordan. Yeah, lag is a pain in the ass. I don't know how we can fix the lag. I mean, we just have to deal with it, especially when it's timed. But I also want it timed because I don't want people sitting there Googling it. You know, because this is, you know, a race in a way. And hopefully finding a better way to actually time it better. Because sooner or later, I'm going to start, you know, taking these points that you guys earn. Because this is what I'm planning. The water box community area that I want to make on the website, you know, where you can log in and stuff and have tools and stuff. You earn points for things that you participate in, like the trivia here. Okay, so like trivia points, you get like maybe I think 1 member point per 2 trivia points or something. I'll figure something out. I have to balance it out, and then you take those points to do things like I don't know, get I don't know if I ever sell things, you get discounts and stuff like that. But you can maybe trade in points, use points to use certain tools, things like that. You know, kind of like a currency system in a way almost. But you earn it, and then of course, you know, you earn it with tons of different ways, playing trivia, and other things. I don't know. I'll figure it all out. I always like doing point systems and stuff like that, and just creating a community out of it. I think that may be it's fun for people, and especially when those points, like you get titles for that point and stuff. People like things like that. They're the first 3 correct. Yeah, but see, then that relies too much on the time space. That's the problem. I don't want to rely too much on the timing, because then, you know, people who have slow connections will never get those correct bonus points, and then you're just awarding people with faster connections. You know what I'm saying? So unless we're sure that everyone has an equal ground on the speed, then it might be easier that way. What do you mean? Can you add people? Let me go back to my chat. Pull up. Oh, this is gonna be a long poll, I think. Uh-oh, I think I just froze my server. Not a good thing. Yeah, you can have friends. Just you can add them in, or just tell them about it. I prefer them to answer, because when you add them, they don't answer the questions to join the group. So we're not really sure if they're actually legit people or not, and sometimes they end up getting denied. So there we go. Blah 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 blah. I try to mix it up because I'm mostly a Marvel guy more than a DC guy, but I read DC too. Well, I used to anyways. I mean, I had tons and tons of boxes of comics in the other room. It's my collection. You know, I'm a collector sometimes, and that's the problem. I collect too much stuff. So things like that, so. Yeah, I mean, the best thing is to have them join the group, you know? If you add them, they'll just go on the group and then join. But I think if I'll just tell my mods to make sure if I don't know what your name is on Facebook, Belgium, but Jim, right? But if you let us know who you are and say you're adding them, then we'll know. It'll say who added them. We'll know that you added them, so we'll let them through. So. Yeah, first time joining the live chat, it was a quiz. Well, you came in during the quiz. We do the quiz at the end of the chat. So. Oh, yeah. Awesome, man. Sorry I do it during your work time. I'm thinking about changing the time. I'm not sure. The live chat to like a more evening time. That way I can get more stuff done in the, you know, in the daytime, and then do chat in the evening. But evening is hard because I don't know when people go to sleep. You know, and the problem is like if I do it at 3 p.m., that's 6 p.m. for East Coast time, which is good for East Coasters because they get home before they go to sleep or whatever. But people in the West Coast are out and about. So if I do it during West Coast time at 6 p.m., then everyone, well, I don't know, if it's Saturday night, then everyone should still be up, I guess, for an hour or two. It'll be 9 a.m. at East Coast. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a poll on the Facebook group. Again, join the Facebook group, guys. And we talk a lot more about aquariums and answer questions and anything that you have a problem with there as well. You know, we keep in touch that way. Much better that way. Quicker during the week instead of through my videos and through live chats. Yeah, most of my audience is in the U.S. though I'm getting a lot of European audience. I mean, I got a lot of European and UK audience. I guess because the aquarium hobby is pretty big around there too. So that's good. can't. Yeah, I'll be on Saturdays. I just can't do them Fridays, and Saturdays become on and off for me. So, especially if I have to film something, I might have to go off. You know, like go off during the day to do things, so I'll miss the live chat. So I could always make sure I come home in time to do the live chat. So it'll be probably around 6 or 7 p.m. Western time, West Coast time. But that would be 9 or 10 East Coast time for you people. So I don't know how awake you guys are at that time. I mean, it's a Saturday night, so I don't know. Again, I think a poll will do good. Should do that. Should pop in a poll. I'm 8 hours behind you, Martin. Yeah, you're in UK, right? That's why I'm 8 hours behind you. Yeah. All right, Belgium. We'll talk to you later, man. Have a good time. Have a good weekend. And any final questions? Anything about anything? Does it have to be about aquariums? Final questions? If not, I will close this out. Say goodbye. Have a good weekend. I got finished that CO2 series for you guys. So, and then I got to go and work tomorrow, I think. A couple hours to do some work. So, bleh. Ireland. Nice. Oh, that's cool. Ireland. I wonder how far, I think... Yeah, I wonder how far you're from Life with Fish. Because she's in Ireland. Yeah, Sphinx, but you won't be able to do the trivia, which it seems like you're pretty good at. You know? Yeah. So, alright. Great stream, guys. Thank you for joining me. Really appreciate it. Love you guys. And remember, have a good time. Stay wet with your tanks. And have a good weekend, guys. And I will see you in the next video for sure. Bye.